Hello Warriors of Light, today we're going to be playing through the Gridania MSQ. Now this is running on the Project Meteor server from Iron Cannon. This in particular is Lizzardizzle's build, where he did all the hard work in getting this to a playable state. So we're going to do the first main scenario quest, so let's get started. I was debating on whether to use another character, but I figured I'd stay with my original character that I started this whole thing with. And the cutscenes in Gridania are just absolutely amazing.
Here. Huh? Feel. Think.
Quite amazing to see that in 60 FPS. And it's nighttime. Just like that. Alright. Main scenario quest Under Skies has begun. Then here we do our tutorial. Open up our journal where it tells us our quest and what we're supposed to do. Now, before the last time I did this, this is pretty much as far as we were able to get. But now I can actually walk up to Yida and everything works. They taught us to have a conversation. Oh my god. talk to Papalimo. The animation in this cutscene is absolutely breathtaking.
My head.
Where are we? Near Gridania, you think?
Well, take a look around. It's obvious, isn't it? The quiet, the calm, the beautiful flowers. There's only one place it could be. The great beyond. I do believe we're dead, Papalimo.
Oh, Rogue, take you and your great beyond.
See? Look, here's a psychopath come to guide us along. Nana, is that you?
And what would that make them? Your dearly departed childhood pets come to play fetch.
Always the cynic. Is it so? Oh,
Save your James or it'll be our lives they're fetching.
over my dead body. Fetch some of this.
I hope you came ready for a fight. So, like in Limsa, the combat actually doesn't work, so we're kind of just waiting for it to end. Just make sure you hit the bloody wolves and not us.
Hit them harder!
Something's wrong. The air here feels so heavy. Ooh, 12 be good. Perhaps we should... Oh, come on!
Hearken unto me. Relinquish thy wrath, and betake thee once more to thy vigil. The wood's fury is quelled. All is safe.
Who are you calling
Forgive us. 'Tis not oft those versed in Moogle speak fall from the sky. The elementals foretold your coming, and that the fate of this forest would rest with you. Come, we shall see you safely to Gridania.
I knew today wouldn't be all bad.
Aye, we only nearly died, Bryce.
It's crazy to think that that's animation 10 years ago. Wish we had intros like those in A Realm Reborn. They're really fun and really cool cutscenes. You obtain a Trent Vine from the Trent. It is now known as a quest item. Quest items are extremely important, therefore cannot be traded, sold, or discarded. You can view all the quest items in your possession via the journal option located in. And we are now in Gridania. And these NPCs I can talk to. You see the darkening skies, the streaking lights, and the falling comets? No, not what to make of it all. A nice thing about this is there's no pirate speak, so if they are outsiders, I imagine they made for the Adventurers Guild. That is just my guess. The Carling Canopy is called. To reach it, you need only to take this path. You should pay a visit yourself, if you've not been yet. Your life is forfeit should you wander along about the deep wood. I dare say you will have much to learn before you might justly claim the title of adventurer. Count yourselves lucky the wood whalers came when we did. Is that a Trent vine? What that would mean, did you come across a Trent? Saved by moogles, to even see a moogle in one's lifetime is rare enough, but to be saved by a pack of them, not many can make such a boast. Now we're making our way to the adventure. And what's cool about this is that there's actually a blocker set up here, so if I walk past this guy, he actually says something to me. I've been waiting for you. You're the one who just recently braved the forest, yes? I urge you to visit our Adventurers Guild, the Carling Canopy. All adventurers put in their first upon arriving. And it actually teleports me back. So, this guy has an interesting quest, which should also... Okay, and we'll just turn our name off for now. And I'm actually gonna do a jump cut here because I had to set up some macros to kind of make things a little bit easier. Okay, so now I'm back. Just had to set up a quick macros just when we teleport to different areas. There is one sequence Skip will have to skip because of a NPC Link Pearl dialogue thing. But that's not a big deal. So let's continue through the MSQ. I've also adjusted my interface to look a little bit better. So you're the adventurer I've been hearing so much about. Mione is my name, or Mother Mione as most call me. And the Carlin Canopy is my place. Ah, now there's a look I know all too well. The look of a woman newly come to Gridania. Having narrowly escaped death, or dismemberment, and the doing. All you adventurers have that look at first, and you all come to my canopy wearing it. No doubt you heard of how peaceful it is here in Gridania, protected as we are all sides of the Twelveswood. I, the Twelveswood, as those born outside the forest, still call it the Black Shroud. You don't just come crying to this mother should it all fail to live up to your expectations. Gridania is like any other living thing. She keeps her health by expelling foulness. I mean no disrespect, lass, but you are part of that foulness, an outsider. You must have passed through the wood to get here. No doubt you've already witnessed her fury firsthand, no. A moving tree, you mean to tell me you were attacked by a Trent and lived to tell the tale? Ah, so the moogles came along and saved your hide, did they? Aye, you can always count on something extraordinary happening when they turn up. By the gods, the next thing I know you'll be telling me you're acquainted with these forests back in the Outsiders. All are talking about. And we're in the past. At Beckon by the Wood we are. Or so your brother Asumi tells us as much. But you are so, forgive me. This is all just a bit, I am sorry. Are you quite sure it is brother Asumi who said this? In so many words, to be honest, I haven't the slightest notion where we are, these souls beckoned by the wood the good brother spoke of or not. Well, you are welcome here in either case. Have you come to sup? There's good food and drink to be had, and conversation besides. No, thank you. As to the food and drink, but conversation interests me a great deal. I understand this establishment oversaw the survey at the site where our airship came down in the forest. Well, if it's a first-hand account you're after, you'd best be off asking one of the adventurers who was dispatched. Give Mother a moment and I'll find out what I can. I told you we shouldn't jump. A rough landing in the forest, perhaps, but we have been greeted by the Gridanians and brought here just the same. Go down with the ship, or to jump from the sky. In hindsight, perhaps I was wrong. And here I thought you were supposed to be the smart one. Record is being taken to Altir Fen Yo. It seems the remains of the ship and her crew were scattered and in certain cases splattered all over the forest. Scattered? Splattered? Ah, here you are. I have come to insist that you're properly cleansed before you would enter the forest again. Brother Asumi will perform rites to rid you of the green rat, though perhaps through no fault of your own the hedge was brought down, and the elementals were angered. The sins you committed within the forest have sullied you. Neglect to cleanse yourself, and the green rat will find you again. This is known. Come, let us go. So we're the outsider, we're the foulness of the forest. Let's see what a couple of these people have to say. You do well to fear the Twelves would, and live in awe of it. It is an integral to us Gridanians and the sun and the moons. She demands your due respect. Never attempt to oppose her, for she is alive and never forgets. You met a Moogle? Well, count yourself among the lucky ones. I haven't even seen one in gods know how many years. You spoke to it. Oh, come on, that's just not fair. I've heard conjurers who have trained decades and still couldn't communicate with them. What did you do to deserve such luck? Well-bundled adventure. Let's see what she says. If you are planning to stay a while, you might want to learn a bit about the elementals. They reside within all creation, all our organizing principle at work throughout the world. Okay, let's talk to Mione. Soul's gone wild. Not sure what to make of it all exactly, or if I even believe you. Truth be told, you adventurers have been known to embellish the facts. Would be a deal easier to believe if you had some sort of proof. Have you nothing to back your claims? Anything at all? Yeah, Trent. A Trent vine. Well, now this is convincing. Seems we can't send you packing just yet. If you were attacked by a Trent, you must have more than a little woodson. You'll need to be purified, else the green wax will stay fixed on you. That's why am I so nice, I'll never know. Fine, I'll see to it you get a spot in the next purification. Meanwhile, you do well to visit Camp Bent Branch. Tune yourself to the ether right there. It'll ease the burden of getting about while you're in Gridania. Here, I'll show you where it is on your map. And here, take this while you're at it. It's a link pearl. Use this and you can get in touch with me no matter where you are. Exit the city, just leave the canopy here and head east until you reach the Blue Badger Gate. It leads to the open forest. If you get lost, just have a good look at the map of yours. If you still can't get to your bearings after that, just use that link pearl and I'll see what I can do. Receive a link pearl from Mione. Link pearls are a quick and convenient way to communicate with others across Eorzea, no matter where they be. NPC link pearls icon will appear in the micro menu when an NPC wishes to contact you. And yeah, we pretty much know already, it's just in the menu. Oh crap. Log settings. Sorry about that, I had the text transparency all the way down. Okay, so here it says, I see you're not shy using the link pearl. Good. Now make your way to Camp Brent Branch and attune yourself to the ether right there. Let's head east from the Carlin Canopy until you reach the Blue Badger Gate. And from there, due south to the Swellswood. Be sure to contact you later. So that's pretty much what she said. And like in the Limsa quest, we're gonna actually walk there. Walk to our location and then teleport in. Now this gate here is not open for some reason. It's probably something that just got to be added back into the public area. But we can just nudge out of the gate. And I'm also going to change the music once we exit Gridania. I've already modified the server zone of the Black Shroud to play the theme song that I remembered when I first started. I think it would be really interesting if I get to a point where, because I'm trying to remember the quest that I ended with in Emerald Moss. That would be really cool to do. Okay, it should be 57. And for the sake of it, set the weather to how I remembered it. And I found out when I was doing the Limsa quest that I can't actually spawn in enemies the way that I did on the main build. So when I do the spawn NPC command, the monsters will not spawn in. So I don't know why it's different on this build. It might just be something that's not set up through the server data. This song is just, I just absolutely love this song. It's probably like the theme that I remember most from Final Fantasy XIV. Like, the entire time I was playing through A Realm Reborn, I was thinking, when am I ever going to encounter this theme? Because they had removed it from the Black Shroud. Which, funny enough, I watched the intro to Gridania in 2.0, and it literally plays at the intro cutscene. Okay, so like Lenosha, there is no ether right here, so that's why we had to teleport in. And luckily, I set up the macros to do just that. Now, the weather will change, but... So, you didn't make it to the Camp M branch without losing your way? Good. And lots of dialogue text. So she says, good. Any adventurer fixing to stay long in the woods should take the time to attune with the Cant's Aetheryte. Neglect to do that and you're guaranteed to lose more than just your way out there. I slipped a little something special into your bag for you as well. You happen to notice it. It's called a guild leaf. Aetheryte throughout the land, and the camps built around them are the keys to unlocking it and others like it. That one's just a trivial task. It's up to you whether or not to accept it. Either way, feel free to come back to the canopy here as often as you like, alright? Alrighty then. So now, let's check our journal and see what we gotta do next. I believe we just go back. Whatever you choose from, visit Miona again at the Carlin Canopy. At you adventure to your heart's content. So we're just gonna do just that because there is not much to do out here. So we will go ahead and walk back up to the Adventurers Guild. Yeah, when I found out this theme was in the sort of like bunny girl area in Novarant, in the I can't remember what that place was called, but that village was like my favorite only because, not because it was full of bunny girls, but it also had this song in it. Which I think I did all the side quests in that area. Because in 2.0, I basically have been doing the side quests before I started this, and I have been playing the main story in patch 6.3. It's just I'm kind of locked in getting a new weapon before I can fight the fire guy. I gotta admit though, like, even though the Black Shroud is kind of like, you know, just like, I mean, just look at the map here. It's, yeah, it's, I'm not gonna lie when I say it's a mess, but some of the views of just like the trees and stuff is actually, no, it's actually really cool. It actually makes you at least feel like in some aspects you're walking around an actual forest. But I will admit, like, 2.0's Gridania, or Black Shroud, is 10 times better. It would have been nice if it was, like, had a lot more taller trees. But it is what it is. Like, I still think out of all the starting areas, the Black Shroud is my favorite in 2.0. Okay, I say we're close enough, so let's teleport back to the Adventurers Guild. And Mione should have a quest marker. Give a moment for all the characters to load in. There we go. Oh, look who it is. Mother Herd, the Green Wrath was after you something fierce. Been so long, I made you for dead. But it's good to see you return safely. I pray you learn something of the forest when you're outing to Camp Bent Branch. By the by, whilst you gavelating about the forest, I paid the conjurers a visit. Aye, and asked about the purification rites needed to cleanse the green wrath from you. We completely slipped my mind, but a great festival is to be held soon. The proper rites will take place then, and you will be welcome to partake. Oh, and a dance is involved. You'll need to ask that Stillgate fan if you'd like to learn it. And mind the manners over there, and the conjurers don't take kindly tomfoolery. And you might want to think about taking the Trent Vine over to Teller Fen Yil. They'll use those things all the time for repairing airships and whatnot. Both are recognized guilds, and you are welcome to lay your loyalties wherever you like. Here, let's see that on the map of yours. Yeah, another link pearl. I have to go to the Stillgate fan to see about the purification rite. The conjurers will see to it that the woodson is cleansed. That will get you to the green wrath off of you. But it's the Fenuyl Leatherworkers who will be interested in that Trent Vine. I marked the ulterior on your map. Should be easy, isn't it? Should be easy enough to find. And don't forget to stay out of the forest depths. You've had enough fledgling adventurers with delusions of grandeur wandering there and never come back. I trust you can handle things on your own from here. Feel free to come back to the canopy as often as you like, alright? So in that case, now we have to teleport into Gridania. It makes it so much better though to be able to walk through, because like most of the cutscenes, like I pretty much seen all of them, but like I said, it's a different kind of feeling when you can actually walk to place and watch them. So over here is the old Conjurers Guild, and at least this part still exists in 2.0, but it's actually destroyed. And you can still access it through the boundary break I found. The only thing that's intact are like these rock platforms here. I didn't like this one, but it's like cut off right here. But it's still interesting to see that. And for those of you who haven't seen, this is what the old Conjurers area looks like. The actual interior, though, is pretty much the exact same. Alright, let's talk to Solian. Go in silence. We conjurers require quietude of our meditations, lest the din drown out the whispers of the elementals. You wish to take part in the purification rite. I take it you're an adventurer who recently eluded the Trent in the Twelveswood, yes? Yone has informed us of your particular situation. Proceed to the rear chamber if it pleases you. I will do just that. I see your little note down there, Lizzardizzle. Ah, there you are. Well met. I am Oapese. First, you don't seem to taken back by my horns. You must be familiar with the Pajal, then. No need to introduce yourself. I know full well who you are. The unlucky adventurer. And unlucky you are. You have come to Gridania at a time when the hedge was broken. Though gods know that happens far too often. Ah, forgive me. I suppose an explanation is in order. We conjurers of Gridania use our magic to weave a sort of barrier around the Twelveswood. It is a pact we share with most ancients of the elementals. They protect our city, and in turn we protect them. That is why the hedge exists. Think of it as a symbol of our friendship. It is also what you and any other native to Gridania had to thank for not being attacked upon entering the forest. At least you would have it to thank, had luck been with you. The hedge is making up man, and therefore not perfect. It falls from time to time, or is broken by enemies of the wood. And so was the case just as you happened to come along. The green wrath was upon you in the instant you drew near, and it clings to you still. Sorry to say, but you have gotten the stink of wood scent all about you. After all that, you'll still need to ask if the forest elementals truly exist. And we're in the past. That's what I've been trying to tell you. There are elementals in all sorts of things. Rocks, rivers, flowers. They're all a unifying force in this entire forest. So, an elemental is like a gigantic, super powerful person. Really, are you kidding? How have you made it this far in life? They are not to be thought of as individuals of any size, you dolt. Explain to me what part of you don't understand. I apologize, I was unaware of the visitor, Brother OAP. I think this is the part where we're all just sort of in a line. Yeah. Yeah, so every NPC right now is just in a line. I tried to look into seeing if it could reposition, but it is a little tricky because the way I've been doing it is through the server data in Heidi SQL, just what we use to put server data into, and I think this is a little bit of a different setup because I think it requires to put coordinates for each character within the private area in which this is. So enough about coding, let's talk to this lady here. I hate to impose, but I'd like to make a cleansing of these two a priority, if at all possible. Brother Assumi seems to have a reason to think they may have been beckoned by the elementals. Beckoned, I assure you they have made no formal contact. Or would they have? To be beckoned by the elementals means they have deemed you a soul boss worthy of capable of carrying out their will. Their intentions are not easily known, however. The elementals answer to none. They do have their ways. I can't help but think that this might all have something to do with the forest unrest as of late. There's a presence has come to Yorzia, one with the power to change the world forever, and it will visit the woods soon. And you think that might be us. I knew it. My mother always told me I was destined for great things. Still, even we cannot say a task put to you, if indeed there is one. It's good or bad for us, and therein lies the real dilemma. Oh, don't be like that. The two of us wouldn't hurt a fly. You may get in the way and be a bit annoying, and yes, we have been known to bungle even the simplest of tasks, with occasionally disastrous consequences, but we certainly don't mean to. Can't fault us for that. Do you happen to recall that we talked about knowing when to be quiet? Well, that when is now. Well, be that as it may, a cleansing is needed. What sin is not to be taken lightly, something you would do well to remember. I gather it is nigh time for we hold the rites. Till then, take care not to enter the forest steps. God knows how much wood sin you stepped yourselves into. It could well prove your undoing. Still, now that the hedge has been recast, you're not likely to see any more trends running rampant. We shall sleep better for the knowing, and thank you for the concern, but we needn't worry. There is still much to occupy us here within the city. Let us take our leave then. As Brother Yasumi had taken leave of his senses, why bring these two to Gridania? No doubt it is far too perilous for them to be roaming lost in the Twelvewood. Is that not reason enough? I suppose you are right of it. My character has no idea what's going on. My apologies for going into the past. I went off at a bit of a reverie there, didn't I? Where were we? Ah, yes, of course. We were speaking of the elementals. They are part of this world, great and powerful. They do not oft trouble themselves with the inconsequential affairs of man. They do show themselves from time to time, though. When one beckoned by the wood arise to hear their bidding, say, or should the green wrath be awakened. Those who do not believe the elementals had best stray clear of the Twelvewood, else it will claim them. It's believed that the wood captures the souls of such sinners, damning them to an eternity as wildlings. That is why you do well to take part in the cleansing rites. Purge yourself from all the wood sin. I set you right as the rain. We dance to honor the elementals, and they forgive us of our wood sin in turn. Thus absolved, the green wrath will not be stirred. Remember this. The better part of the festival's preparations are made at the Great Loom Rory. I shall notify the botanists of your coming. Once all is ready, they will most likely contact you. Be best patient until then. I am contaminated with all the woodson. It's everywhere. Everywhere I walk, everybody's like, "Oh, I smell that woodson. It's that adventurer." What happened to the music? Oops, don't want to do that. I would change the track, but I kind of forgot what the ID number is for Gridania. That's fine. So, I believe now we go to the Leatherworkers Guild. Let's check the map. Yep, okay. Yeah, sometimes it has a little weird thing with the music. Like, I've actually started the game. So I did originally test run this the other night, and for some reason when I started, like, none of the music was playing. Because I have a theory as, like, some of the, like, settings, like I have here, kind of saves over to like certain characters from the previous build, so it's a little weird. But hopefully when we get into a cutscene here, the music will come back. So for those who haven't seen, this is what the old Gridania looks like. Over here is Louisoix, just hanging out there, and apparently there's supposed to be something here. I haven't even figured out what this was. I'm gonna have to look into it, because I think there's like 3 spots where there's either supposed to be an NPC or something like right here. I don't know if it's like a box trigger or something like that. And then 2.0, this right here is a loading screen. But here we can walk all the way through it. I still think it's like really cool, like the work that Lizzardizzle did to get this to work. It's quite amazing. Like, I didn't even think I'd be able to play the MSQ until the Iron Cannon developers got around to it, or Project Meteor developers. So we're gonna talk to Hereward. And I think the sequence skip that we had to do is coming up, which literally just takes a second. This here is Altier Fenjal, home of the Leatherworkers. Ours is a trade of working skin, hide, pelt, and fur to the masterpieces what'll last for generations to come. Everything we work with here drew breath once. It's enough to give a bloke pause to think. It is I, about life and all that shit. Happy to show you around the shop here, providing you ain't wasting my time. I reckon an adventure as green as you could stand to learn a thing or two. A Trentvine. Well, don't be that beat all. Just you stay there for a moment, lass. I mind to call in one of our masters for this. What is it now? I haven't the time. Who's this then? Oh, okay. We'll just skip a bunch of dialogue. Ah, the nimble-footed adventurer who daringly escaped the raging Trent. Yes, yes, we've heard all about you from Mother Mione. Here's a dirty branch. Less than average quality, I'd say. And even 2,000 gil, no more. Now hear me out before you try and haggle yourself a deal. Twelvewood around Gridania is full of elementals. They reside in all things, little clumps of life. They keep watch over all of us, both we forestborn and the beasts of the wood. We cannot simply hunt things down in the wood because they hunt us. In all things, the permission of the elementals is needed. Not that anybody would expect you to know any of that. It's just something you can gain an innate awareness of after living in Gridania for a while. That said, this Trent vine isn't something I'm eager to take. We have our own reservations about using materials obtained without permission of the elementals. The Trent itself bore you no ill will. It was the green rat that drove it to attack you. Perhaps you best have Brother Asumi or one of the other conjurers examine it. Master Jiva! Gosh, Krim, you scared me half to death. What is it? How are the airship repairs coming along? There's something about the airship, Master. The workings are far beyond anything I've ever seen. What kind of people are riding in it? Do we know? Strange ones, it seems. Are they from the Empire? Oh, Krim. The oat-fish pair of chocobos are ours. I should think not. Don't go worrying yourself. These two have been beckoned here by the elementals, judging by the looks of it. The elementals? Ah, I'm sorry, Krim. I don't mean to. Mustn't let it trouble you so. You're good people. Your parents? I'm not going to try to pronounce that name. En-ona. Oh, the elementals will forgive them, you'll see. There are no bloody elementals, I know it, and I can prove it. Don't go running off in the wood now, you hear? It's dangerous in there. You can't tell me what to do. Where were we now? In the past or in the future? In the present? Ah, yes, I'll have a conjurer take a look at that Trent vine got there. It is something they can get some us out of. I'll see to it that a bit more coin. How's that? Oh, that guy was just eerily standing behind her. Your word is a little creepy. So we talked to him again. We ain't in this trade to be nice. The masters will tell you true Trent vines may be rare enough, but if they ain't quality, there's no use to us. Take your gil and be happy. The conjurers find some rare elementals within. Mayhaps they'll send some more coin your way. Yes, so this is the sequence we have to skip, because if we go to our link pearls here, nothing happens, so I think first let me get out of the door here. Oh, that was just the wrong door. Okay, and then we should just do sequence skip. Okay, so now we gotta go to the Botanist Guild. So it's just that simple to skip a sequence. And it's probably just Link Pearl dialogue that's telling me to go to the Botanist Guild. So I have a funny story here. Every time I go to the Conjurers, or not Conjurers, the Botanist Guild, I think it's up here, because in up here it's in 2.0. So I always walk to the Conjurers Guild when I want to go to the Botanist Guild. And we got the music back. Well, I guess it's not up there, but I guess it is still in the same area, but for some reason my brain thinks it wants to go up there for the Botanist Guild. And we got a quest marker. So let's talk to... Okay. The rogating dude. Come in, and welcome to the Great Lone Gory, the very roots of this Gridania. You must be the adventurer the good Mione spoke of. Come, allow me to guide you to the grounds. Welcome, Slurp. I trust you were able to find us without much trouble. I was certain it was you for the instant I saw you. Words travel fleet as wind around here, you know. Shall we get right to it then? What's that? Nobody has told you anything yet. There's not much to it really. Dance your heart out in the name of the elementals. The steps are ritualized though and must be done correctly, so we'll have to have you practice a bit before the actual rite. These children will be dancing together with you at the forthcoming small harvest. Forestborn all, so their steps are flawless. Just watch them a bit and do your best to imitate them. So, there's a part of this I haven't tested, and all these sort of characters have quest markers above their head. So I'm kind of afraid to test it because I don't want to risk soft locking it. So my guess is all this is my character doing some emotes. So I'm just gonna walk to this one because it just takes us to the next cutscene. Unfortunately, I didn't think to try it when I was doing my test run. Lizzardizzle, there you are. I've been waiting. Sorry for the delay. Let's see what we have here then, shall we? Who will be dancing this time around? Now there's a rare bird. Don't give too much away. Lizzardizzle can tell all about you simply by looking at your face. There's been a lot of adventures around here recently. Same air about them as you got about you. I dare say you'll make as good many friends should your travels continue. I wonder if you can't speed along the lass's mask. Rumor is she was attacked by a Trent. Is that so? Well then, we'll have to hurry, won't we? I wouldn't wish the Woodson on my worst enemy. She got the Woodson. We got the Woodson. And now I can actually talk to them. When I click the quest, they pretty much just like whisper. So every single one of them does that, but we'll see what a couple of them have to say. Twist, twine, add. Oh god, I'm never going to get this right. Let's see what Sans has to say, 'cause she's a important character. Oops. Look, it's an adventurer. She's now, like, noticing that? How much pocket money do you get? Is it more than us? I probably only got, like, two gil pieces on me. I have no idea. I am a broke character. You should be careful because the wood can be a bit scary sometimes. Well, let's see what this guy has to say. Come on, let's go for a moogle. Let's see what she has to say. Oh, we good. What are those little brats getting into now? Hey, practice, practice. I saw that. Would you mind seeing that they behave themselves for me? Stop standing there like you're an NPC in a video game. Come on, there's no time left. I don't see anything else we can do about it. Excuse me, miss. You're an adventurer, right? The fucha always makes us practice too long. Better to just get it over with and head home, don't you think? We'll help you practice, teach you all the sets, but only if you do us a favor in return. I'll give you some sweets. All you have to do is take us to a certain point in the forest. You did well, Slurp. There will be an abundance of the right, though. Throngs of people watching your every move. Enough to make your body seize up, it is. That's why you got to drill and drill and drill until it's second nature, and your body dances on its own accord. Mafucha, we promised Slurp we would help her with her steps for the festival. That's right. We'll make sure she gets the hang of it. You can go back to your duties now, if you like. We know you have a lot to do. Oh, it looks like you attracted a little following already, Slurp. Very well, I will leave your fate in the very capable hands, children. Alright, she's gone. Don't forget, you promised. When we're ready, come meet us at the southwest gate past the White Wolf Gate, and hurry. If you don't come, we'll tell Fufucha that your dancing is dangerous to our impressionable young minds and you'll have to practice all by yourself. We'll tell Fufucha you've been twerking. Yes, go to the White Wolf Gate, and to get there, we actually have to teleport to Vent Branch to get the map marker to show up. And I'll just go ahead and set the weather to the rain again. Should be up there I have to go to. I should probably go to my journal just to verify I'm actually on track. Okay, yep. When in doubt, go to the journal. If the Black Shroud in 1.0 was smaller, it may not be that terrible. I wonder what their idea behind the copy and paste aspect. Like, I wonder who suggested that. Like, in Kurthez, obviously, it doesn't look bad. Like, you can tell there's more variety to it, but like Black Shroud especially, and even in Thonolin, it's just, yeah, I wonder why they decided to go with that. Because they literally could have just been like, why don't we just do like what we did in FF11? But I guess they wanted it more open world and seamless. One memory I had just playing the 1.0 was the tall tree here. Not this exact one, but just the design of it. I remember walking past one and down into a small, like, pond or whatever. Okay. We proceed with Souls That's Gone Wild. Yes. Take a look at this map. The place we want to take us is there. It's not very far. We can make it there all by ourselves if we really wanted to. It's just, if we awaken the green rat, it could be dangerous. We haven't had a small harvest yet, after all. We'll be safe if you're with us. I tried delving a little bit into the code. Unfortunately, like, I had to figure out how to, because there is a way to get the client files, the Lua files in the client. There's a way to decompile them with this software called Unluic, I believe it's called. Tried downloading it, and I'm gonna have to ask like how to decompile them that way. I also can work on the MSQs, because it would be really cool to actually get up to the Waking Sands and play all through those quests. Look, the stump is just over there. Wait here. You there, what are you doing? Young ones recruited another adventurer, did they? You shouldn't be here. It ain't safe. Go now and gather your little friends. Why is everyone so bloody eager to believe in things they can't even see? The character's like, alright, I'm gonna get away from this guy. See ya. Some random guy in the woods. He's still back there? Nope. I sacrifice you to the woodson. The character still has no clue what's going on. Oh, it's a Moogle. Well, there you didn't happen to see if I pass this way, did you, Kupo? Goodness gracious me, you can understand what I'm saying, Kupo. I shouldn't have been swearing so much then. And do us a favor and pass along a message to Fi, yes? Tell her that mask can't be fixed, because it's simply not broken, Kupo. Not will come of leaving it here, I'm afraid. Now we're on sequence 71. You're alright then. My name is Question Mark. Oh no, it's him. You little weasels out here again begging favors of the moogles. Is that the way of it? No, we weren't. Were we? No, nothing of the sort. Don't talk bollocks. I'm not as dim as you look. You've broken something, and you come here hoping to get the moogles to fix it. That's not it at all. We only came to leave a letter. A letter. A bloody letter. A letter to let them know that we'll be holding the purification rites soon. And that we'd really like them to come, if they're not too busy. If that don't beat all, I suppose it's a natural for one younglings to want the moogles to come, but asking won't do the blindest bit of good. Didn't your parents ever teach you nothing? There ain't no use in asking favors of the moogles. We know, but we really, really want them to come this time, more than ever. What are you doing? Why did you tell? No, stop, please, leave it. Please. This guy's like an anti-Moogle believer. They came and took the letter. What's that? Met a Moogle and had yourself a talk? Did you? You mean you tell me you know Moogle speak? What? What did it say? What did it say? Tell us. A message for Fi. Well, I'll be damned. Fi. Who is that again? I'm thinking you might be one of them. Time for you lot to... Oh, okay. Wait. You have to skip some of the dialogue first. Now our journal's been updated. Now we gotta go back to the botanist area. Oops, nope. See, I almost did it. I almost went to the Conjurers Guild. It's strange. You think that whole area I would ignore because in 2.0 it's just like the same, like this. Is it true you're the one who tracked the younglings down? You have my thanks. The wood beyond the city is fraught with dangers, and the world beyond its borders even more so. If anything were to happen to them... They are a reckless lot, but I suppose all children are. At least they believe the moogles have taken their letter. I'll always have that. Still, we must keep a closer eye on them from now on. She's bloody clueless as they are. Those who understand Moogle speak are few enough as it is. It wouldn't be proper to impose on you without due payment. Here, take this. Oh, emanates from the guild link pearl. So, Slurp the Dirt, the Moogle speaker, is it? How do you like that? Ha. Half a mind to cross with you withholding information on that. I've been giving you a deal more tedious work than I'd known. The wood whalers came by asking where you might be. Best head over to the whaling barracks to see what they want of you. Who are the wood whalers? Well, I suppose they're what passes for the city guard. They patrol the wood to keep Gridania safe. The whalers and the quiver have been scouring the woods since the latest breaking of the hedge. They're undermanned as it is, and ever looking for able bodies. That might well be why they are looking for you. Of course, it may be that they've heard you're a dab hand at Moogle speak, so I dare say they wouldn't care if you couldn't lift a spear. As long as you can talk to the moogles, you'll be worth more than most. Anyway, whatever they want, see to it that you get your ass over to the Wailing Barracks, alright? Okay. What business had you with the wood whalers? Speak quickly. If it is trouble in the wood, the whalers are looking into. The conjurers are involved as well. And we're doing all we can. Ah, you wouldn't happen to be Slurp Leader, would you? Wow, why the hell didn't you say so? I trust you received the message we left with Mione, and make your way inside. We likely started the talks without you. You charred. So you're the one they found in the middle of the wood. When all hells were breaking loose, I have pleasure. I gather old App of Stillgate Fane has told you of the hedge and how it works. Well, it has broken yet again, though the cause is still unclear to us. Your damned adventure has been known to bring it down in the past, and I, for one, am in mind of you done it again. Gods, what a mess. Understand us, we do not wish to implicate you in this. We seek only to find the perpetrator as swiftly as possible. If not, the consequences will only become more dire. Clear the way, clear the way. Damn. These people are just getting taken out. Gods, what did this? A shadow it was. The wood itself came alive and was upon us. A shadow. From the trees, it came, and... Oh, and then, and we have these characters lined up, too. Yeah, I wonder how, able to fix that. It seems like they were able to do that in the starting area in the Adventurers Guild, so maybe I can look into that. A wildling, I saw it. Him. It was Dustin. Dustin? Commander Dustin? All able bodies pay attention. Carry the injured to the back and tend to their wounds. As aid requested from the Conjurers Guild. There's something in the wood far more dangerous than we ever imagined. From now on, only the most capable from among the gods, quiver, and conjurers will be sent on rangings. Brief the adventurer on what has occurred, and send her on her way. This way, adventurer, if you would. What you hear here is not to be repeated. Talking of the wildlings most of all. The green wrath had been stirred by many and more lately, and not just adventurers. It's said that those who anger the elementals are claimed by the wood, damned to be lived out their days wandering its steps. We call those unfortunate souls wildlings, and pity them, pity them as we may, they are in danger. You do well with let others of your kind know this. Dangers of the wood are dark of late. That is all. You may go. That would be all. So now... Oh, we got a link pearl update. Don't expect commanders, Butchered and Nuala. Trust you straight away. Trust is hard earning among the whalers. I'm sure they told you to warn any you know. It's a sensible thing to do, given the unforgiving the elementals can be outsiders. By the by, make your way back here to the Carling Canopy when you find time. I've got something for you. So we'll just go ahead and teleport from here. that wraps up this first main scenario quest of Gridania. There you are. I hope you weren't disappointed by the lackluster Gridanian welcome you received. In time you will come to understand our ways and we yours. With your help, we will solve the problems before us. Now take this. The guild has seen fit to reward you. Don't spend it on anything, I wouldn't. Now, it's time you got yourself some guild leads and a retainer and set about adventuring. And if you need to know more about either of those things, come and speak to me anytime. I have more than a few words I could share with you about getting started. There are weapons and armor merchants here in the guild as well. Always happy to help a fledgling adventurer. Off you go, and best of luck to you. Bom, 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 bom. Souls Gone Wild completed. And that will wrap it up for this first video of the main scenario quest for Gridania. I will do a test run through the next quest, which I believe is called Whispers in the Wood. So that will be, I think we're required to be level 8. So in the next video, we're going to do just that. So if you like what you see, please like and subscribe as always. I will see you in the next video, Warriors of Light.